Deontay Johnson. I want to make this a new video. Use you in this one.
It's the NFL's fault. They keep employing him. The
I'm
minute that happened, I would just say Diontae. I would have done the Mike Singletary. Get inside the locker room.
Is there a video, Bailey, on this?
It is an actual interview of him saying it.
Yeah, because that's crazy. And shame on Cleveland Browns. You're idiots. Because last time I checked, you're not in Miami. The weather's the fucking same thing in Baltimore.
They have not built a retractable roof last time I checked. But
let's play the video real quick and then let's react.
So Carolina, and then
I went to Baltimore. That was a tough situation for me. Like I love the players and stuff. Like I love the organization, but it just wasn't for me. Like just going in, like I checked out mentally when I got there. I just felt like
it's a mental game.
I wasn't getting used, like, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say like used as being selfish, like just feeling a part of
a team.
Yeah. I just checked out, and then told him that one game I told him I wasn't going in.
Do you want to talk about that?
We can.
That's a pretty wild story. It's kind of
like
it's kind of funny.
I wasn't getting into like no run plays, no like passing plays, no nothing.
Wasn't it cold as shit? You said
it was cold. So I'm on the sideline, just standing there, like just going to the heater back and forth, like just waiting to hear my name called.
Yeah.
So fourth, like end of third, going into the fourth or whatever. They're like, Tay, we need you. I'm like, nah, I don't think it's to me. I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea for me, like, cause like I was thinking about like my legs. I don't want to go out there and put bad stuff on film.
Right.
And it's not like I didn't want to go in the game, but you gotta think like leading up to this point, I done been through so much, and
like you said, man, you were kind of checked out.
I checked out mentally. I was like, whatever happens.
Soft. 2F, soft. Listen, if you play football, sometimes you're not going to always get 1,000 reps. I said it yesterday. There's been plenty of games in college, high school even, where like, okay, I'm the rotator guy. Like, I'm not the starter. And I played 5 fucking plays all game. But the fourth quarter half comes in. Maybe the starter just needs a quick breather or got hurt. Something happened. Darnell, we need you. Be ready at all times. When I was a backup, I'm walking the sideline with my position coach the whole entire game, watching the game, waiting at any moment to go in. Because at any moment it can happen, and you got to be ready. For you to say I'm not going in because my body's cold, well, that's your fault. Stay warm. Stay loose. I'm sure it's frustrating to not be in the game. That's cool, but you just got to Baltimore. You're not the guy. You're not a number 1 wide receiver. You haven't done that on your resume yet. You have skill set to be one maybe, but you haven't shown that yet. So why would you go to Baltimore with the assumption you're about to get 40 plays a game? You're not. So go there, be a team guy, follow your coach up and down the sideline, humble yourself, and be ready. Like, there's no excuse for that, Steve.
I think in the military they'd call this desertion or dereliction of duty. And I don't get it. Like, Diontae, here's a question. You say you weren't used properly or you weren't playing enough. You ever think, what did I do to put myself in that position? There's not a lot of coaches that say that guy could really help us win. Well, let's not play him. And plus, you're getting paid. That is a profession. You got to look up the word. And this is the problem with a lot of these podcasts. No one ever pushes back. I'm not saying you have to start a full-blown argument, but I'd say, Diontae, though, do you understand what a professional obligation is? And I'd also ask him, Diontae, if I was one of your teammates, how do you think I would feel towards you? And I'd also ask him, once you turn down the opportunity or the obligation to play, if you were the Ravens, would you have re-signed you? Because right now, that new team, if I'm anyone on that new organization that he's on, I'd be like, hey, what's our guarantee here? Like, how much are we into this guy for?
He said a lot of nothing. He said a lot of get your ass out of here to me. Like, if I'm hearing that, I'm just like, I don't understand it. Cleveland is really screwed by signing him. Like, I don't get it. Like, this guy is the epitome of player empowerment, enabled. Like, that shit is crazy. It doesn't matter where you are. You're in the NFL. It doesn't matter what team you're on. Like Steve and I grew up watching these crazy snow games that you imagine one of the wideouts saying, I'm not going in, and Brett Favre looking at you like, what, motherfucker? Or Ray Lewis not written to choke the shit out of you. Shaun Salisbury said it yesterday, like the players back in the day would have beat his ass on the sideline. The coaches wouldn't have had to do shit. Nowadays, we're so coddled that this kid is what the little babies look at and say, oh, now you see why we're so enabled. You see what's happening in youth football, in high school, and transfer. This shit matters, man. I don't care what anyone thinks. This shit matters.
Deontay's bounced around a lot, right? The last 2-3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a reason for that. I'll just leave it at that. There's a reason for it.